everyone, and welcome back to the Love You Show. My name is Ashley, and this is my co-host, Andrew, and we teach you the fundamentals about self-acceptance, self-love, and self-care. And today's topic is, Andrew?
We're going to revisit the concept of the words fat and fag.
Okay.
And you're fat.
And you're a fag.
There you go. So part of the journey of self-acceptance is for us to be comfortable with those words that trigger the buttons.
Yeah.
And for you, it's the word fat. And for me, it's the word fag. And I'm at the point now when somebody calls me a fag, I think, and like, what's your point here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the news this week, the big news. And I'll tell you what bothers me about it.
Okay.
So the big news is that Colton Underwood, who was a bachelor, has come out as gay. And Hayley Hasselhoff is a fat girl that's going to be on the cover of Playboy.
Okay.
Yeah. And what bothers me about that being news is that I wish our society could get to a point where it's not.
The fact that it's news
Right.
is the upsetting part. Because, I mean, even when I asked you what our topic was going to be today for our YouTube channel, you told me about Woods. And I was like, who is this person? And if he's gay, so what?
Yeah, and I think that when people make being fat or coming out as gay a big deal, what it's really saying is that those people are less than and accept me. Like, you accepted me before when I wasn't gay, but now that I'm out, please accept me. And implied in that is that because I'm gay, I'm less than if I wasn't gay. Or because I'm gay, I was on a show and I wasn't out, but now that I'm out, please accept me. And I know, Ashley, that you've fought with this your entire life, with you breaking ground as being the first plus-size designer and winning Project Runway.
Yes.
But why? Why is that the most important part of why you won? So if you could talk a little bit about that journey that you've had and your thinking around that, I think it would really help the audience.
Why I did what I did, or
just the whole you being fat being more important than you being talented, or you being fat was what people focused on instead of your beauty, your talent, your personality, all of the great things about you. What people refer to you when they think about you, the only thing that is most important is you're fat. Yeah.
Yes, because they weren't seeing something like that.
Right.
And
today?
You see it. It's happening. I mean, but it's always the news. Like, I know what we're about to go into right now, but
I guess I'd like to get us to a point as a society and as a culture where it's not news.
Yeah. But we continue to treat it like news, and everybody wants to have an opinion, and the headliners, and just...
Yeah. You know, and a couple of weeks ago, Ashley, you and I talked about the 4 fundamental choices. The choice to be free, the choice to be healthy, the choice to be the predominant creative force in your life, and the choice to be true to yourself. And when you think about the word fat, you can see where those 4 choices could get wrapped up into the concept of being fat or being fag and accepting that. For example, if you think through being true to yourself, how can that tie into accepting your fatness if you're being true to yourself?
There's no necessary of like accepting it. You're just being who you are. You don't have to go out of your way to show people that you accept it or that this is who you are. It's just you continue being you're not going out of your way. I don't know if I am making sense or not.
You're making sense.
Or if the audience understands that, but it's like I did the whole activist of being an activist for plus size people because I felt like plus size people were not being heard, and because I had that platform, I wanted to focus my time advocating for the plus size community. But now that we're in this place of social media where we've been talking about this has been known, the whole accepting the LGBT community, it's been happening, and I think what you're trying to say is that this is no longer news, and why do we have to continue talking about these things when there's other things that we should be focusing. Yeah.
And when you think about being true to yourself, if you're comfortable with who you are,
you don't have to
think about,
it's not a job for you to make up people understand who you are. And like, as I'm saying this right now, I can think of people in my head that I know who give themselves this full-time job of going out of their way to constantly let people know who they are and what they stand for. And it's hard because you shouldn't have to go out of your way to do that.
Grasso. Do you know what the word grasso means?
No.
Okay. So another fundamental choice that we make is the choice to be healthy, and tie in being comfortable with the word to your health, to your mental health and your physical health. So can you talk a little bit about that? Because I know for me, Ashley, when I was comfortable with my sexuality, what that did to my health was amazing, because I'm not focused or worried about what other people are thinking about me.
Or what you should be doing.
Or what I should be doing, or how I should appear, or
Yes,
what I should say,
agree.
or how I should say it. And I know you've been with me, Ashley, when I'm on the phone and people call me ma'am.
Yeah.
And that used to shut me down.
Yeah, and I can imagine how that can shut someone down.
Yeah, but at this point,
it's a laugh.
It's a laugh, yeah. But it wasn't a laugh before. I was always monitoring my behavior and making sure I didn't do too much of this because of how I appeared. Do you know what grasso means?
No.
Okay. So one more fundamental choice is the fundamental choice to be the predominant creative force in your life. Tie that into accepting the word fat. Like, if you accepted the word fat, how would that give you more energy to be the predominant creative force in your life? Because
you're so focused on
what you want to create, not who you are. Got it? You know what grasso means?
Yes, he's already asked me twice, and I said no.
3 times.
I said no twice. Okay, so now I have to say yes, I do.
No, you don't.
What, Andrew, do you know what it is?
No.
Okay.
Okay, predominant creative force in your life.
Yes.
The choice to be healthy. The choice to be true to yourself. And finally, the choice to be free. So tie in our accepting who we are and the choice to be free.
And that is grasso?
No, that's not grasso.
Oh. Like, what is
No.
Please tell us what it means.
Oh, we're going to end that way. Because there's people out there like, these two are crazy. It's tax day.
But what is...
So the choice to be free and accepting
who you are.
And the word fat. How's that tie in?
How does that tie in?
Yeah. So you're making the choice to be free, to be healthy, to be the predominant creative force in your life, and to be true to yourself. Right? Once we accept those words, all of that becomes easier. And you know, what I've noticed about you, Ashley, is you're so much freer now that you're comfortable with who you are. Right? So I keep saying the word grasso because grasso is Italian for fat. And what's funny about when you say a word that people don't understand that means the same word that has a trigger to it, we get to see how words become powerful.
Yes.
Because of the meaning we put on them.
Yep.
So grasso means nothing to anybody, but fat does, and they're the same word.
Very true.
Yeah. And so I think part of today's lesson is not only that we begin to accept who we are and those words that describe us, but also to understand the power of words. Yeah. So that's it for me today.
Oh my gosh, that was beautiful, Andrew. I just have to cry about that.
What, the grasso?
Yes, that was really funny. Like, I know we've worked on the self-acceptance, and I think being able to hear how a word that has the same meaning, but you can understand it. You can understand one and you don't understand the other one. And I think people are just going to be able to understand that logic now, because you telling me you're fat, like, there are still these thoughts that come up. They're always going to be there. But it's the next thing that comes up after that is so important. What you do with your emotions and how you let that word trigger you. And
Wow.
I think just hearing the fact that like you call saying that word and it's like that it should have nothing, like zero meaning. So
Yeah, so the word grosso has no power.
no power. I'm like, what the fuck is grosso?
Right. But the word fat to
Yes.
a lot of people and the word fag to a lot of people has power. So it's our job, you guys. We can't change society. We can't change the way people think about us. We can't change that I walk down the street in Hillcrest and somebody in a truck screams out fag. We can only change our relationship to those words.
Yeah.
So there. Right?
What's the word again?
Grosso.
Grosso.
My grosso Ashley.
How do you say faggots?
I don't know. We got to look that up. I should have done my homework, right?
You let us know in the comments how to say that. No, I'm just kidding. You guys don't have to.
Even the word fag, though, in England, a fag is a cigarette.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have that same emotional power that we give it here in the United States. So all of my faggot friends, we hope you have a great week. And
Grosso.
Friends, yes.
Yes. This was an interesting show. I didn't expect to cry, but thank you, Andrew. I hope you guys enjoyed this and got to learn. We would like to hear from you how either you're practicing this or what you find helps you. And we would love to hear them and talk about them next week.
And then we wanted to say something about...
the trip. So, this week I had announced that I'm going to be planning a getaway trip, kind of, what did we call it? Retreat. There's the word. A retreat that I want to host with my viewers, my followers, my audience.
Our family.
Yeah. I want to be able to take this opportunity and take this Love You show and kind of do a live retreat with you all and with Andrew as well, and be in another place and relax and enjoy the travel and experience something fun. So I need your help by filling out this survey that would let me know
where you want to go.
Yeah, where you would want to go, what time of the year,
activities you'd like to do.
Yeah, I saw like yoga, hiking, swimming, photographs, museums, endless things to do on our travel. So I hope you guys can take the time to fill that out and let us know your thoughts.
Will they find that on our YouTube channel, or do they have to go?
We're gonna put a link down below so that you guys can click on that link and fill out the survey.
Sounds great.
Perfect.
So then we'll see everybody next week.
Yep. We'll see you next week, and I hope you guys enjoy. Bye.
Bye-bye.
A runny nose.
Wow, you cried.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to...
Stop.
He is so dramatic.
Gotta live up to my shit.
Okay. We're ready?
Okay. Thank you. Fag. Okay, continue.
Do you like my pin?
Yeah, what is it?
It's a butt.
A what?
A butt.
A heart butt?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I heart butt. I heart butt.
Maybe you should be wearing this.
And you can go ahead and call me a fag because I heart butt. I do want that.
Isn't it adorable?
It is cute.
It's a heart.
So,